So, you've decided your residency program at uOttawa is not for you. Now what? There are two ways residents can apply to change program. You can apply to transfer to a different program and/or school through the uOttawa PGME Office. Or, if you are a Canadian citizen or permanent resident, you can apply to a new program and/or school through the second iteration of the CaRMS Match. In this video, you will learn how to apply for a transfer and what to do if your transfer application is successful. As long as you've completed at least 6 months of your current program, you can apply for a transfer. You can transfer to another residency program within uOttawa or to the same or different program at another institution. It is important to recognize that while PGME offices across Canada are supportive of transfers both within and between institutions, transfer requests are typically unsuccessful. Regardless of whether you want to apply for an internal or external transfer, you must follow a specific process when applying to transfer. 1. Before doing anything, review the National Transfer Guidelines and uOttawa's Transfer Guidelines. These guidelines are intended to provide a transparent process for both you and the programs. You can find links to these guidelines in the description of this video. 2. Complete the application to transfer package, which is sent to all residents at the beginning of February by the PGME office. Your application must include your CV, identification of the programs and/or schools you want to transfer to, a letter of intent that explains why you want to transfer, consent for your academic records to be released to the programs you want to transfer to. You do not need to include references in your application. 3. Submit your application by the end of March. Regardless of whether you're applying for an internal or external transfer, your application must be sent to the uOttawa PGME office, who will coordinate the application process. If you are applying for an external transfer, uOttawa PGME will forward your application, including your evaluations and other academic records, to the PGME office at the institution you wish to transfer to. Do not reach out directly to the program you want to transfer to. Programs cannot approve a transfer without the involvement of their PGME office. This ensures appropriate funding is available, as the funding for your salary does not follow you. When the PGME office of the receiving school receives your application, they will determine whether there is funding to support your transfer request and whether there is space in the program you want to transfer into. If both of these requirements are met, the PGME office gives the program director your application. The program director reviews your application and decides whether they want to interview you and ultimately whether they will accept you into their program. You will learn of their decision from the uOttawa PGME office, not directly from the program. Any offer made without the collaboration of PGME offices will be considered null and void. 5. If your transfer request is successful, you must send a letter of resignation to your current program director, sign the letter of offer from the new program, and follow the next steps indicated by the registration coordinator in the PGME office. 6. You will typically start as a PGY1 when entering a new program. A comprehensive competence assessment will then be done over the first few months to determine which stage of training you best fit into. If you are a Canadian citizen or permanent resident, in addition to submitting a transfer application, we suggest that you review positions available during the second iteration of the CaRMS Match. If there is an open position that interests you, we recommend you apply for it through CaRMS. Note that if you match successfully through this process, you are required to take the position, as it is contractually binding, just like in the first match process you experienced. Keys to remember: you cannot request a transfer until you have completed at least 6 months of your current program. All transfer applications must be submitted to the uOttawa PGME office, even if you want to transfer to a different school. Do not contact programs directly. All communication about transfers must be done through the uOttawa PGME office. The PGME office of the receiving school will ensure there is appropriate funding and space in the program you want to transfer into before sharing your application with the program director. Funding for your salary does not follow you. Transfer applications are reviewed after the second iteration of the CaRMS Match. You can also apply to change programs through the second iteration of the CaRMS Match if you're a Canadian citizen or permanent resident. We wish you all the best as you continue your medical education.